What is media mix modeling? Media mix modeling explained. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mo Paid Media YouTube channel. My name is Maury, and in this video, I'm going to go over the media mix modeling, what it is, where it came from, how you can use it, things like that. So we'll go over all of that information. Before I get started, I do want to let you know that I am able to do media plans and media buyer plans, as well as Facebook and Google ads. So that is what I do for a living. So if you are somebody watching this video and you don't want to set up your own media plan, or you don't really have the time nor the will to do it, feel free to set up a free discovery call with me. I could help you, if it's a good fit, I will be more than glad to help you get your media plan and anything else that you need as far as paid media, any paid media help. So with that being said, the link is in the description down below for a 30-minute discovery call. So let's go ahead and get into this video because I only have 15 minutes to explain what this is. So media mix modeling, what is it? A lot of people have been wondering that, and it's a technique that is used by advertisers and marketers to measure how different media channels work. So how do they contribute to the outcome, like sales, leads, or brand lift? So what is the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to help you spend your budget smarter. So in simple terms, I'm going to call media mix model MMM. So 3 M's. 3 M's uses the historical data and the statistical modeling to tell you which channels are driving results and how we can reallocate the spend for maximum return. So where does it come from? Well, the 3 M's has a root in ecomatic or equal metric from the 1960s. So they later adopted they were later adopted by marketers to evaluate campaigns. Like big brands like Procter and Gamble and Coca-Cola were early adapters, but today it's used by all brands from all sizes thanks to the improvement in computing power and access to customer data. So what's the difference between media mix modeling versus the marketing mix modeling? Well, these terms are often mixed up, and it makes sense because, we have media mix modeling, which focuses more on the actual ad channel. And then we have marketing mix modeling that includes everything from pricing to product to description. So we like to call it the 7 P's. Some people may learn the 5 P's, but the marketing mix modeling is more focused on product, promotion, price, people, process, physical evidence, while the media mix modeling is more focused on the actual ad channels. So how media mix modeling supports media planning. So media mix modeling plays a important role in media planning and budget allocation. So here's how it works. So first step is they collect data. So you can gather historical data like media spend, sales results, ad reach and frequency, seasonality, and competitor activity. Step 2 is that you can actually build a model. So you can use statistical methods like regression analysis and machine learning. These are often used to predict the outcome based on the inputs like spend per channel. Step 3 is they can actually validate the model. So before you use it to guide spend, you can test its accuracy by comparing model prediction to the actual past results. And then step 4, you can generate insights. So you can actually run simulations to see how each media channel contributes to the key performance indicators like sales, cost per lead, or return on an ad spend. Step 5, you can apply to media planning. So you can use the 3M model, which you can use the 3M outputs to, number 1, build a smarter media mix. And then number 2, you can use it to allocate budget across the best performing channels. And then number 3, you could adjust the seasonality and the audience behavior and the media trends. Step 6, you can optimize performance. So after the campaign goes live, you can compare actual performance versus the model prediction. That way you can optimize it in real time. So what does the media mix model tell you? Number 1, it tells you the channel contribute, or who's contributing the most. So it will tell you the channel's contribution. So that would be the percentage of sales or KPIs that's driven by each channel. Number 2, it would tell you the return on investment by channel. So you can generate, revenue generated per dollar spent. And then 3, you can have optimal media mix, which is data-driven budget distribution. So the strengths of a media model mix is, number 1, it's data-driven decisions. So you're no longer guessing which platform works. Number 2, you can have a budget optimization, which spends more where return on investment is highest. And then 3, you can do cross-channel insights. So you can evaluate performance, the whole entire wholeness of it. So the holistically is the word I'm looking for. You can also forecast your predicted future results with scenario modeling. So what are some of the weaknesses in media mix modeling? Well, it relies historically on data. It doesn't always predict future trends. It's very limited, and it uses, it usually evaluates channels, not individual creatives. And then another thing is it struggles with new channels. So it may not work well for TikTok or any new emerging platforms because it'll be limited on data. And then another weakness is attribution gaps. So it might be missing some factors like brand sentiment or the virality. There's also a short-term focus, so it's often geared towards sales, not long-term brand growth. So what are some of the recent advances in media modeling mix? Well, the biggest thing is machine learning and AI. So there's been improvements, in predictive accuracy, the granular data integration. So this adds layers like creative, placement, and audience level insights. There's also what we call MMM plus MTA, which is multiple touch attribution or multi-touch attribution, and these two blend together and they can trend with individual users' journey. So what are some of the tools of media mix modeling? So we have R and Python, which is an open source for advanced users. We also have SAS And then we have SPSS, which is more like an enterprise statistical tool. And then we have Excel. Excel is for simpler modes. And then there are other marketing analytics platforms like the Rockerbox, the Analytic Partners, Nielsen, MM. So there's a few out there. So how do you actually start with a media modeling mix? Well, first you need to learn marketing analytics. So you need to learn the basics like KPIs, return on investment, attribution. You should also study statistical basics like regression. You should utilize tools like Excel or Python. You can collect your media plus your sales data. You can build a basic model and test it. You can also run real life or real scenarios and analyze the results. From there, you can refine and retest, and you can also apply the insights to your media plans and track the campaign's performance and stay current on your media modeling mix plus any AI trends. So here are my final thoughts. Media modeling mix or media mix modeling is a good thing to work on. It's a good thing. It's a must-have tool for marketers and media buyers looking to stop guessing and start planning smarter. So just some few questions to answer, or that you would have to answer. Which channels are actually working for your business? Where should you invest more of your budget? Or some good questions to ask yourself when you're making your media mix modeling. Another good question is, how do I get the most return on investment from my campaigns? So as AI and automation evolve, media mix modeling, is only going to get more powerful. So if you need help setting up your own media modeling mix or media mix strategy or campaign, feel free to book a free discovery call with me today, and let's help you build your first data-driven media plan together. So if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your questions, comments, and concerns. And with that being said, peace.